Welcome back to Folk Solo Sports Show. Here to talk about the Heat versus the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, get straight to it. Get straight to it, man. Get my mic. All right, we're going to get straight to it. All right. I got this going to 6 or 7 games in favor of the Boston Celtics. I do think the Lakers and the Celtics are about to have that old school rivalry once again in the NBA Finals. Jason Tatum leading the Celtics, along with the other guys. LeBron James leading the Lakers. It's about to be a showdown once again. But we got the Heat trying to block the Celtics from getting there first with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is playing really good. I feel like the Heat sometimes, though, in the game that they lost, against the Milwaukee Bucks. I know Giannis wasn't playing every game, but the game that they lost, I feel like they could have actually not had the gentleman sweep and got just 4 straight games, but they take their foot off the gas, underestimating the opponent. So I think that will kind of creep up on them playing the Celtics, but not just because of that, just because the Celtics are just really good. It's a bunch of young guys over there. Jason Tatum leading the team, just showing out every time, man. So I think that's going to go to 6 or 7 games, but Celtics is going to come up with the win at the end, and they're going to play the Lakers. And if that is what happens, which I think it most certainly will, 100%, I got the Lakers versus the Celtics in the NBA Finals in the bubble. All right? And when that does happen, it's going to be very interesting. Why? Because when the Celtics beat the Lakers, it was by a lot of points. It wasn't a close game. But when the Lakers beat the Celtics, it was only 116 to 114. They only beat them by 2 points. That's bad for the Lakers right there, and that's a lot of competition. The Lakers might think right now that it was a lot of competition for them beating the Trailblazers with Damian Lillard, beating the Houston Rockets with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. But if they get to the Eastern, what are already in the Western Conference Finals, and whoever they play, whether it be the Nuggets or the Los Angeles Clippers, which everybody thinks will be the Clippers, but we don't know because it's Game 7 now. So the Nuggets can steal this one from being down in a 3-1 deficit and come all the way back. And everybody is going to be disappointed in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George if that happens, because y'all steadily saying that Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the world. And if he loses after all that load management and to the Nuggets after being up 3-1 and doesn't even make it to the Western Conference Finals, it's going to be a real sad story for the Clippers. But if the Lakers also beat them, whether it be the Nuggets or the Clippers, because the Nuggets are still a good team, nobody would have just think that they would have beat the Clippers in the playoffs. So it will still be a challenge whether they play the Clippers or the Nuggets. But if they get to the NBA Finals, which I'm sure they will, even if they got to face the Clippers, which everybody thinks the Clippers are the better team, I don't. For some reason, everybody else does. The Celtics are going to be harder than all 3 of those teams. All 3 of those teams. That's not a lie. Only a 2-point win for the Lakers in the regular season. And the Celtics ain't slowing down for nobody. They don't care who's on that other side of the court. Those guys are young, as I said, and they looking to bring the championship back into Boston since Rondo, Paul Pierce, Garnett, and Ray Allen did it. It ain't been one since, and they looking to bring it back. So, but we got LeBron over here trying to live it up for Kobe, which I think he will do at the end. I'm not saying that I think the Celtics can beat the Lakers in the finals. The Lakers just better not sleep the Celtics, because when they beat them in the regular season, it was not by a lot of points. So they better have that Kobe Mamba mentality all the way through those NBA finals when they face the Celtics inside the finals, which I predict that they will. This is Folk Solo Sports Show. For more content, go to my page, like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you.